All right, here we go. This is the bigger haul. This has got 20-cent books, dollar books, and $5 books, all the way to 20. But again, like last time, buy two, get one free. So a lot of times they do not come out to be that price. So here's what I got. I got 20 centers. I picked up this G.I. Joe number 81. This G.I. Joe number 24. This Dazzler number 12. Dazzler number 8. This US1 number 11. Saint Marie, I picked up number 6. Now, my apologies, that book was a 5. We're thinking in terms of our dollar ones first. All right, I picked up this G.I. Joe number 24. Yes, you just did see that. But again, to get a second one at a quarter or for 20 cents, I did it. And this is the newsstand of the other one. So, of course, I wanted to get that. My reason behind newsstand is not just because by this time newsstand was a little more limited. It was also because up until this kind of time, picking stuff up off a spinner rack was how you would do it, and that would allow it to be a newsstand instead of a direct. Because I really didn't go into an LCS until in my high school years, which would be probably about 84 when I was a sophomore. My best friend found a place in Brandon. We went to it and didn't even pay attention to newsstand and direct then because we were looking for the older issues of some of the books we liked. And then when I went to until 87 did I really go off of I went back to spinner racks for some of the stuff that I picked up. So to me, it just feels right with a newsstand with a lot of stuff. So if I can put it as that, I do. If I can't, I can. Number 29. Picked up another one of these. There's two more variants of this that I'm looking for, but I always find this one. So I've got about 4 or 5 of these now. So I love the promo books. Picked up this Wide Earp. My bad. Picked up these. These are from General Mills. Again, still working on putting them all together. Batman versus Superman. I think there's 4 of these, so I'm looking for. Picked up this Joker dollar comic. I gotta look inside and see which one it is, but I thought it was Joker number 1, like they were reprinting for that. Picked up this A Man Wolf True Believers. Again, I've got this issue for real, but at the same time, True Believers are cheaper and easier to read than sometimes the other. Picked up this one because it is one of the first Marvel team-ups I ever had, and I always remember the splash page of it because mine had no front, no back, so I thought it was neat to pick up the True Believers of it. Picked up this Star Wars, According to the Droids, True Believers. Omega the Unknown, picked up this number 1 True Believers for it. I've got the whole series of that, but I just thought it was neat to get that one. Picked up these Marvel Adventures. This is more sort of the animated kind of style of Fantastic Four. Picked up this Marvel Age with the New Mutants on it. This one with the Micronauts. Again, I'm almost finished with certain runs. Now this, I'm trying to finish the whole first half of this as we go, but I want the whole thing. Another Marvel Adventures, got Spider-Man in it. I like the animated style ones like that. Picked up this Charlie's Angels and the Bionic Woman teaming together. Picked up this Marvel Action Hour. That was actually in the 90s. Iron Man is like that, so is Fantastic Four. But even better, that's a newsstand of the time, so that would be Very rarely you would see that in a newsstand. You'd see it more as this one, the Direct. And this is the Iron Man number 6. But if you look, it's also a newsstand. So you don't really find those as much. Number 5, newsstand that one. Now I picked up these Marvel Selects. I've almost got this done. These are reprinting a lot of the FF stuff. And you can see number 2. Number 1 here. Number 4. Picked up this Richie Rich Diamonds. Let me tell you, the diamond's got some sparkle. That sun actually reflected off of it and started melting the gun before he could do anything. And I love the little heads on the side, showing you all the characters that are going to appear in it. It is a 25 center. I'd like to finish a lot of these. And this is one I really want to finish. This is Richie Rich, Super Rich. This is where him and Cadbury become super powered. And they go through Super Rich. And so this is number, where we at? I know I found it on here after number 17. So I'm trying to complete that one too. I want it. This is the Little Stooges. And it's got the right ones at least. It's got Curly, Moe, and Larry. Champ's the only one I'm okay with filling in the gap with, because when he was out. Alright, now that would be our dollar ones. Now we're going to focus on the $5 ones. Make sure I have them all. These are the 5 Action Comics for my very white book. Look good. That was a good looking book. For my Action Comics run. This Marvel double feature. Again, for my run for that. This one also number 6. Again, these are all reprints, but again, I want to get them all. This is Black Diamond from AC. I now have 1 and 5. This is the last of the series here. Trying to finish putting that together when I find it. You picked up this really neat Vampirella versus the Reanimator. Sort of got her looking like, and this is more of a cosplay cover for it. I prefer these sometime over some of them. Picked up this Dark Powers, the Vampirella Dark Powers one. This is the Virgin variant cosplay one. Picked up this. Thought she probably looked the best of the cosplayer ones. This is the Vampirella model shirt special, where they were looking for someone. This one has 2 covers, one with the model laying down, and then this one. So I don't know. Have to look, because it may be both her. Working on my Warlord. Picked up number 26. Number 23. And number 20. Working on my Charlton Phantom ones. Picked up number 63. Picked up number 65. And this one's signed by Mary. Picked up number 53. Love this one. This one's so cool. Look at number 67. Look at that skull in the background of that. That is such beautiful work. Picked up number 59. Again, 1973. So and picked up this 51. If you look, Phantom says, touch her and die, straight out. She just says, Phantom. Picked up this giant size Dracula, number 4. I had none of the giant size out of the Dracula ones. Picked up this Dracula. And this one went him swooping down. Again, that's one of those series I'm working on, but not overly killing myself about. Picked up Captain America 246. Picked up U.S. Air Force comics. I'm trying to remember what the number was with this one, but I love the cold, the snow covers, the plane. You can look at it. It's just a beautiful book. Look at them. Look at them. It's so cool. Them sitting there, they're freezing the snow, and then here comes the Air Force in, shooting them up, blowing away the bad guys. Which at the time would, no matter where they're located at, but would be the Nazis. Picked up this Marvel Age with Jim Shooter. Secret Wars 2, which could make it more special that way. Picked up this Spider-Man Adventures from the Fox. Now, I've been working on this run, trying to put it together. I never seen it, and then I started seeing a lot more of it, but this is the Batman Strikes. He's taking on Scarface. Little Catwoman in this one. Joker. The Riddler in this one. Clayface and Catwoman. Looks like the Firefly. I'm trying to remember, that's what he went by in this. And Mr. Freeze in this one. Picked up this Spider-Man Adventures, based on the hit animated TV show. Picked up this movie special for Dick Tracy. Number 3 of it, so there's 2 more of these I got to pick up for this. And I finished this, the Mystery Men. I have the first one, and now I've got the second one. There's only 2 of them of this, so that completed my series of that. Now, for our $10 books. You have to give me a minute. I realized that I unorganized some of my 10s and 15s and 20s, so alright, let's do a quick. I have a couple more. My apologies. I have a couple more $5. Get the Transformers Headmaster one. This Showcase Presents number 101 with Hawkman, Hawkgirl, and Adam Strange. Now these, I'm still going through trying to find them in my CLZ, because I looked up Vault of Horror, Easy Vault of Horror, all this kind of stuff, and maybe I'm just missing it how it's written. But I do know I have some other ones, but this is the reprints they did, I want to say in the 90s with Gladstone. This is the Weird Science one of it. Again, these are all 5. Picked up this one, Vault of Horror again, and the Hunt of Fear. So, that was all the ones of those I picked up. Now for the actual $10. Working on my Batman. Well, my Captain America run. Again, I love Captain America and the Falcon together, so those are pretty cool. Picked up this World of Archie, which is actually an Archie Giant series. You have to pay attention to that, because sometimes you think it's that, and it's actually the Archie Giant series. Picked up Jughead's Jokes. picked up this DC Comics Presents with him teaming up with the House of Mystery. Got about 21 books of this series left, as well as one annual. So, and I'll be done with that whole run. And if you look at the bottom, it says extra free 16 pages of Atari Force. So Atari Force is in there. So picked up this Batman and Robin Adventures, and I've got the beginning and end of this series, and I'm finished filling the gaps in between. Now, last but not least is our $15 to $20 books. This is Jungle Adventures. Now this is weird, and it's probably because they just filled in at the end. All it shows is a CLZ. It's number 15. I think it shows 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and that's it, or something right around that. This was 1964. Beautiful redhead done on there. And she's about to lay a whooping on those guys. Picked up this Star Wars for my run. I'm trying to finish both the original card set from 1977 and the comic book series. I'm trying to finish them both this year. I really need to stop everything else and just focus on those two things. This is the nearing the end of the series, which is why I'm trying to finish it, and the harder it gets. I've got 1 through 67 done. Then I got a little bit of a gap. I think 68's not there. Then 69 all the way up for a while, and then one other missing between 100. So I really think I'm only about 10 or 11 issues away from completing it, and maybe one annual. So picked up this Batman. Beautiful 100-pager. So again, you cannot knock a 100-pager, especially if you got an Alfred story in the back and a Catwoman story in the back. I love these 100-pagers. There's Captain America and the Falcon, $1.99. This Batman, number 211. Again, this is a key, and so is the other one. So hadn't looked up all the quote key significance of each thing, but I think this one is because it's actually Catwoman in a different costume for the first time, or multiple Catwoman. It's hard to tell. Like I said, I hadn't read it yet, so I'll find out. Great book, though. So, again, it's during that Silver Age period of time. And last but not least, all the hype on the stupid new release of the X-Men has caused some of the books to, be harder to get a hold of, but I've almost completed this. This was one of the few that I had left. So when he had it on the wall, I went ahead and grabbed it. But pathetically speaking, it's Morph's first appearance, but they've messed up his character so bad he's not even really the Morph of this anyway. So it shouldn't even be sought after, but it is. Now I'm just doing it to finish this run because I love animated stuff like this, so I'm just completing it. So, well, that was it. That was the big comic book one. And I will pop back on here soon to show you the actual card haul that I have. I'll just kind of go through some of those and show you. I'm putting together a bunch of sets. I'm going to be taking and selling him a bunch of the tons of extras I have. So I got a lot of work to be done, so I'll find out how I do. All right. Thanks for watching. Y'all have a fantastic day.